A lot of fans have come out to see this man throw hands here tonight. You can argue he has some of the best boxing in this division, but fighters are a sensitive lot. It's like every time we put over his hands, he feels like we're saying out of the other side of our mouth that he's not well-rounded. That's not the case.
No, we're not calling him limited at all. We're not saying this guy can't do everything, but what pops off the page is his hand speed, his power in his hands, his ability to set up his hands through his feints and his movements. He can do so many good things in the boxing realm that you lock in on that thing. Make no mistake about it. This guy's very well-rounded, but ultimately it will be his boxing that will allow for him to be successful.
And defensively, certainly he's not going to be confused with Pernell Whitaker, but he moves his head very well, manages distance exceedingly well. He is one of the most popular fighters on this roster, top to bottom. The former UFC welterweight champion, Ruthless Robbie Lawler, made the UFC debut, how about May 10th, 2002, at UFC 37 against Aaron Rodgers.
And right away, you had his coaches saying this kid's going to be a future UFC champion. He had all the ability. He had the wrestling chops. He had the striking, but he also had that meanness and that toughness that you look for in a fighter. And when he got back to the UFC after he left Strikeforce, the knockout of Josh Koscheck, and then the head kick of Bobby Holker, you knew you were looking at a different Robbie Lawler.
His fight against Rory McDonald, UFC 189, July of 2015, one of the best, most memorable fights in UFC history. Lawler looking to add to his appreciable legacy here tonight. Ruthless Robbie Lawler steps inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. And now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, smiling Sam Alvey. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC welterweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Ruthless Robbie Lawler.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready.
All right, round one of this stand-up only fight is under. Oh, you gotta start to make a finish in this. Let's do it! Holy smokes! Here is Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, smiling Sam Alvey.
Well, there will be no shutting that smile off tonight. The celebration is on as he gets a huge win by knockout tonight. I got to think there are a few better feelings in the world than walking into an octagon and Candidly knocking another man out.
Yeah, you shut a person's lights off, man. There's nothing like it. Now, I understand a lot of times we hope for the knockout, but he was never hopeful. He was sure that he would get it done, and he did exactly that. Congrats.
Pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on the field.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponent. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight. A lot of fans had their sights set on this particular matchup, and I think a lot of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu community are really curious to see if this guy can make a run at a UFC world title.
He excites him because he's a guy that has come to the UFC with that background and has excelled. He's getting better every single time he steps into the octagon. And you know what? He's a guy that specializes in grappling. So when you're on the ground, you're in trouble. He knows that. He's comfortable there. He recognizes that if he can get you to the floor, you are in a heap of trouble. Let's see how he plans to do that tonight.
And he certainly was quick to acknowledge all the power and the skill on the other side, but this man has a composure and a maturity that belies his years, and we are excited to see him compete in a big setting here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC lightweight champion, the Underground King, Eddie Alvarez. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, the knockout volcano.
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, we are ready to go here at the start of round 1.
Oh, my goodness!
We now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Underground King, Eddie Alvarez.
So the Underground King rises up yet again. Doubt this man at your own peril, folks. Eddie Alvarez with a big win tonight. He continues to take on all challengers and more often than not get his hand raised, even when he's sharing the octagon with a fellow lightweight elite. A huge win tonight for Philadelphia's finest.
We finna break the rules, and we gon' make them too. I can't fall asleep, I gotta stand tall, that's what a leader do. Follow me, I'm leading you. Hey, we finna turn up, crank up the heat in here, they finna burn up. Told them I'm coming, I'm here, tell them they turn up. I said it once, I'ma say it again, this will be my year. I ain't gon' show no fear, I know that I'm built to a cook. For what God want me to do, I'm number one at the two. It don't know where I'ma lose. I hate the struggle, but it made me harder. I made it far, but I wanna go farther. This not for me, this for my son and my daughter, my family tree and that order. I'm the chosen one, I'm wearing that jacket. I was down, now I'm up, now I was the underdog, now look at me left. I'm better than you guess, the champions, the champions. Hey, we gon' bow, never fall, the champions, the champions, the champions. Hey, we gon' bow, never fall, I put my head up and told them crown me. My ring finger got a rock on it, rock on it. I put my head up and told them crown me. My ring finger got a rock on it, rock on it, rock on it. Do dirt on my neck, try to bury me. Do salt on me like that was seasoning. Now this my season. Weathered every storm that was sent my way, but promise you it wasn't easy. Took some patience and grieving. I was believing when no one believed me. I was believing when no one believed me. Now they gotta see me from the nosebleed or the front row. I don't care who I see. Dreams to reality. I'm too real for reality TV. Remember I was piss poor, now I'm writing this song from a balcony. Tell them watch out for me, but they ain't see me coming at a roadkill. No alone nights on that road, feel like keep pushing even though we don't feel right. Blood, sweat, and tears just to live life. Talk to God even when I didn't see light. Still talk to him when it got bright. Dark days were made for the spotlight. We paid, now mama can sleep tight. The champions, the champions. Hey, we gon' bow, never fall. The champions, champions, champions. Hey, we gon' bow, never fall. I put my head up and told them crown me. My ring finger got a rock on it, rock on it. I put my head up and told them crown me. My ring finger got a rock on it, rock on it, rock on it.
power. There is just nothing in mixed martial arts quite like a Conor McGregor fight, and I would even take it a step further. In terms of professional sports, nothing like a Conor McGregor fight.
No, Conor McGregor has exceeded the sport of mixed martial arts. He is a worldwide phenomenon. This guy draws people's attention, and it's because of his ability to not only talk, but his ability to speak things. People out and become the champion. All the words that he spoke would not matter.
Right.
This guy is a tremendous striker. He's a huge personality, and he is a guy that believes every time he walks in there, J.A., that he is going to get his hands raised.
No, you put that well, and so much is made of his persona, his ability as an orator. That says nothing of how talented an athlete and a striker Conor McGregor is, and sometimes his star power is such that we lose sight of.
And he hit the wall. Look at him hitting the wall. I mean, come on.
Conor McGregor has stepped inside the octagon and is ready to fight. Well, Scousers don't get knocked out, and that has been the case for Paddy Pimblett, at least to this point in his UFC career. Outstanding pedigree coming in, and he's got another big fight in front of him tonight, DC.
And he's going to continue to get big fights, because when you have that thing, when you have that it factor about you, people want to tune in. That is what Paddy Pimblett has in spades. But not only can he fight, but not only can he draw people in, the guy can fight. He's a tremendous grappler, and he has confidence like not many guys that we've seen at such a young age in their career.
And don't let the out-of-camp body composition fool you, because this man has a work ethic that rivals anybody in this division. Huge spot for Paddy Pimblett tonight. All right, with that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. And now one more time for the official introductions. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC featherweight champion of the world and the former UFC lightweight champion of the world, the notorious Conor McGregor! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Paddy the Bandit Pimblett!
And there's Herb Dean.
Ready,
he will
fight.
handle the action
Ready.
inside the octagon.
Good.
All right, so here we go with this stand-up only encounter. His leg is still attached to his body. The last one.
Oh, my goodness!
All right, we send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 6 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout, the notorious
well, as many of you know, the overwhelming majority of Conor McGregor's pro MMA wins have come by knockout, and he produces another one here in the octagon tonight.
Produces another knockout. Conor McGregor will tell you that he's going to knock you out, and he goes out there and he does it. Hats off to Conor McGregor and all of his coaches for another massive victory in another huge spot in his UFC career.
Competitively, inevitably, these falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame shit. No one gotta bring street games, bitch. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it as so listen close when I say this. After every murder, no, my still stainless. I can make a dope scene go cocaine-less, cause everything I wrote gon'
Should be interesting to see how this fight plays out stylistically. On one side, we have as high-level a wrestler as we have seen cross into this division in some time. And I know you guys enjoyed talking wrestling in the fighter meeting. Is it your expectations going to try to take this fight down early?
Oh, John, he's going for a single look right away. It's his best takedown. He wants to take you down and he wants to wear you out. He wants to go from position A to position B. Position A, take him down. Position B, on the ground, move to C. Get to the mount. Try to find a way to dominate. And in between, suffocate. Make it work at every single turn. This guy's tremendous. He is the embodiment of the fight style that so many of us use.
Well, as you know, every MMA round begins on the feet. But prevailing wisdom is this one could hit the canvas and sooner rather than later. This dude is an absolute absolute marauder, high-level wrestler, and when he is at his suffocating best, punishing UFC fighters on the canvas, looks like he might be able to make a real concerted world title run, at least to me.
You know, not many guys can use that skill set almost singularly. We saw Khabib Nurmagomedov early in his career essentially just wrestle and dominate people. And that is the approach that this young man is taking. He is so good at getting in your face and making you work. You gotta be preemptive. You cannot allow him to grab your leg. If you get your leg, you're going down. You gotta be moving, you gotta stay on your feet. Because this guy, if you get your leg, he's like a dog on a bone. And it's that single leg, a thing of beauty.
And he basically guaranteed a finish here tonight. Certainly believes the takedown is going to be there, and we will not be surprised if he goes for one.
Hey John, is that in the matchup, or is that in his belief in his skill set that he's going to finish his fight? Unreal.
Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. All right, now to get us started, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Alexander the Great Ape Hernandez. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Michael the Menace Johnson.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, so this highly anticipated stand-up only.
Holy smokes!
Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Michael the Menace Johnson.
All right, so Michael Johnson still getting it done in a mixed martial arts career that dates all the way back to 2008. He has made a lot of technical improvements. I thought he looked faster than ever tonight. Footwork was absolutely on point, and perhaps a win of this quality will now position MJ for a shot at the lightweight title.
Showing, but I question every move I make before I keep going. Looking in the mirror, see my future, and I'm that bitch. Conversations with my mom, like, mama, we gon' be rich. First I gotta make it through the wilderness. Already got a hit list, and once I start shooting, bet I don't miss my pen. On a bill with some big dreams. It's just the beginning, but I like to introduce me. 'Cause I've been all by my lonely. That's why I don't never have enough ammo to kill me. I've been rejected, disrespected more than a couple times. I gave my heart out to that who would only cross the line, but I double back and come out better every single time. Said they want to owe me, but she's dead and gone, don't hear my line. Like a switch, I turn my emotions off. I always get back everything they think I lost. I might even stumble a little bit, but I never fall. He can say he love me, but in the end make him kick rocks. Rather be respected than love. I gave all I can, it wasn't enough. Been betrayed so many times, who can I trust? It gets lonely when it's just me and my thoughts. It gets lonely on the way for me to hold on. No, Still I have something I can't change, but the present is a gift. That's the gateway to the future that I've been praying for someday. When I get it, swear nobody gonna take it away. No, 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 no. If it's done for yourself, believe me, baby, you won't need nobody else.
All right, well, you could argue Brendan Allen is the most dangerous finisher in the UFC's middleweight division at present, and it is remarkable. Before this man even turned 28 years of age, he had 28 professional fights, won 23 of those, but it's not just the way he's winning fights. There's danger and a danger factor everywhere with Brendan Allen. 5 of his last 6 wins have come not just by submission, but by rear naked choke. This man gets you out of there. There are not a lot of middleweights burning up Mick Maynard's cell phone asking for a fight with Brendan Allen. And a lot of people think if he can get the job here tonight, his next fight is going to be for the undisputed world title. Welterweight resumes the sport has ever seen. The former champion Tyron Woodley held the belt for several years, and now the focus is on getting back to the top of the heap.
And he's one of those guys that has that ability to go and do that. Because one performance can be so impressive that everybody starts screaming, give this guy a title shot. The way that he flatlined Josh Koscheck, the way that he knocked out Jay Heron, but then he went and submitted there until you see Tyron Woodley, even as a champion, continuing to evolve, and it will only take one big night for him to get right back where he wants to be.
He has dealt a lot of interesting stylistic challenges, had the 2-fight series with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, one of the tougher matchups for him in this division. Woodley is back here tonight and looking to put on a show on the greatest proving ground in the sport. Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. And now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Brendan Allen. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Tyron the Chosen One Woodley.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
You ready?
All right, so here we go with this highly anticipated stand-up only event. You gotta smells blood in the water. Gotta start looking for the finish here.
Oh!
That is it!
Holy smokes!
With one of the greatest knockouts you will see.
T. Wood!
The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 11 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Tyron, the Chosen One, Woodley.
All right, so the Chosen One, Tyron Woodley, getting his hand raised here tonight. He's probably dropping another LP tomorrow. It's a good thing he won tonight.
He's a fantastic fighter, but also a very good rapper. Surprisingly, Tyron Woodley, one of the best welterweights of all time. Big, massive power, super explosive. Looks like an NFL cornerback. And tonight, he once again gets his victory.
He'll beat your ass.
He'll beat your ass.
I'm staying here to my last breath, my last breath, my last breath, my last breath. You won't see me till my last breath, 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 my last breath. I'll leave it all, I'll leave it till my last breath, 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 my last breath. I'll leave it all, I'll leave it all. Put it 100%. Yeah, wake up and get to this paper. No, I'ma put in a label. Steady just making me greater. Never needed motivation, just a little concentration. Winning on every occasion. I ain't just here for the moment. Grind from the night to the morning. Pounding the pavement and hitting the clock. I ain't gonna stop till I own it. You ain't did what I done. That's how I know I'm the one. I ain't taking no days off. Back to work when the cameras is working as hard as it get. Putting my name in cement. Put it 100%. Put it 100%. Working as hard as it get. Putting my name in cement. Put in 100%. Put in 100%. Put in 100%. My last breath, my last breath, my last breath, my last breath, my last breath. I'll leave it all, I'll leave it all. My last breath, 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 my last breath. I'll leave it all, I'll leave it all,
So here's a fighter that a lot of people have been talking about here during fight week, really just because of the nature of his skill set. I haven't seen much in terms of a glaring weakness on film. Your thoughts?
It doesn't seem like there is one. You know, when you're watching the film and you're critiquing him, there's not much to critique. When you're trying to break down where the weaknesses are, there aren't many. The guy can wrestle, he can grapple, he's got tremendous cardio, great top control, insane durability. He's got it all. He's one of the best mixed martial artists we have seen come on the scene for a long time. But he's got to continue to prove it if he wants to stay where he is right now in the UFC.
And perhaps his greatest asset, at least thus far, has been his instinctual nature in the octagon, right? Just knowing which skill to employ at the right time. And certainly he's got essentially every skill you would want in an MMA also. Here he is, the UFC middleweight king, the Reaper, Robert Whittaker. Back-to-back wins over Yoel Romero. Hard to quantify, though, how difficult those 50 minutes against Yoel Romero were and what type of toll it might take on Whittaker here moving forward.
Yes, but after the Romero fight, there was a lot of time in between fights for Whittaker, which allows you to recover. Because you hear the stories about the guys that say they fight Yoel. No one's like him. No one feels like him. But Robert Whittaker was able to manage that over the course of two very, very difficult fights. And he was able to do that because of the fantastic cardio, the great wrestling mentality, and also the unbelievable striking and the ability to stare down the barrel of a loaded shotgun in Yoel Romero's left hand and feel safe. That allowed Robert Whittaker to keep the belt in both positions.
And we knew from his debut in 2012 that he would be something special. He has certainly been every bit that. Till the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Kyle, the natural behind. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Robert the Reaper Whittaker!
Herbert Dean's in the building. He is the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, so with that touch of the gloves, we are underway with this stand-up only.
Cannot take too many of those. He's gonna do it! Oh my God!
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 6 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Robert the Reaper Whittaker!
Well, he is still on the right side of 30, and Robert Whittaker just continues to add to what is already the best legacy for an Australian fighter in UFC history. There is nothing this man cannot do inside that octagon. You saw it firsthand tonight. Congratulations to the Reaper, Robert Whittaker.
Okay, brand new day, I'm brilliant. Afro hair like William. Don't play, got skill like Brazilian. One day I'm gonna make more than $1 million. Thinking paper, AM to PM, come like Christina Milian. Think twice if you wanna get silly and dumb, I'll send man a box at Million. Don't play, I'll send man a box. Ain't no chicken and chicks inside. Don't play my songs, you ain't got girls. Don't call you a leak if you missed this ride. Keep to myself and I'm not too hyped, so nobody saw when I dicked inside. Money in the bank if I grip this mic. I'll send man a box, no Ritz inside. Top of the game just falling. What you gonna do with this brand new morning? Tunnel vision, but it might help you. So I didn't see when the hate was forming. Hear my style when I see them drooling. Can't be music, I play no fooling. In the background, chilling, cooling. Could have been different if I put my all in. Okay, brand new day, I'm brilliant. Afro hair like William. Don't play, got skill like Brazilian. One day I'm gonna make more than $1 million. Thinking paper, AM to PM. Come like Christina Milian. Think bike if you wanna get silly and dumb. I'll send man a box like Dillian. Okay, brand new day, I'm brilliant. Afro hair like William. Don't play, got skill like Brazilian. One day I'm gonna make more than $1 million. Thinking paper, AM to PM. Come like
yes, the sweet science. This guy could have been a professional boxer, probably a world champion if he so chose. He loves the MMA game, but his boxing is certainly his bread and butter.
I mean, a guy that was on par to make an Olympic team. And that is in one specific skill set. When you reach that level, when you're winning the national championship, and you're about to go to the Olympics, but you choose a different athlete.
Yeah.
You decide you want to fight mixed martial arts. It's truly something special. He has the most educated jab I have ever seen in the octagon. He throws the jab. It always comes back to the face. It never goes to the hip. And if you rush him, he has the ability to switch stances from conventional to southpaw and land a great counter right hand that will put your lights up.
Better jab than your guy Rosendo Sanchez.
Oh, it's unbelievable. He puts Rosendo Sanchez to shame.
All right, so here is Sean Strickland, no longer the champion, but still one of the best 185-pounders in the world. He's got that high guard and outstanding boxing style. That says nothing of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt that he hasn't had to lean upon in recent big-time UFC fights. But this man is known for having outstanding cardio. He lives in the gym. He is a born fighter. And unlike a lot of men and women on this fight night, he loves fight night. He is able to channel those nerves in the proper way. And all eyes are on Sean Strickland in another massive spot here tonight. Well, so much UFC history has played out here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Plenty more where that came from tonight. The athletes are ready to go. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Diego Sanchez. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Sean Strickland.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one.
Good.
All right, so as we get this stand-up only... That's it!
Oh, my goodness!
All right, Bruce Buffer has the official decision. Here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Diego Nightmare Sanchez!
So the celebration is on with him and his team, and rightfully so. A monumental result tonight as he gets the win by knockout.
He spoke it into existence. He said over and over to anyone that'll listen, I am going to knock this man out. He did it in an even more impressive fashion than he ever could have imagined.
DC, you've had a lot of high praise for this mixed martial artist leading into the fight this week. He is as well-rounded a fighter as we have in this division, and kind of a case of pick your poison. He can do it all.
He can do it all in one package. I mean, I think of the greats, the George St. Pierres, of the John Joneses, and the best fighters in the world, the guys that just seem to possess every skill that allows for them to be great. This man has that. He has that ability. How does he implement that? How does he use all those skills in order to get his hand raised? He's done it time and time again. Big task tonight. But I would imagine that skill set, he can get it done.
Yeah, he said confidently, I've got to be ready for everything, perhaps more of a specialist on the other side. But this man has accomplished a great deal thus far, and he is showing no signs of slowing down. So here's the former UFC welterweight title challenger, Darren Till. This guy is all action, all systems go, huge fan base, very fun to watch. First time he tasted defeat, though, was in his first UFC title fight against Tyron Woodley. Valuable lessons gained, and he looks to put those to good use here, too.
As you continue to beat guys like Donald Cerrone and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, you earn the opportunity to fight guys like Tyron Woodley. And if it doesn't go your way, you go back to the drawing board and you get better. And I'm confident that Darren Till will do exactly that. He's a very, very talented young man. He's a young man that's even wise beyond his years and thinks as a fighter that's much more seasoned than he may actually be.
Seems to have mastered the weight cut at this point in time. We'll see how it goes for Darren Till here tonight. All right, with that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here in T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. All Our tale of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Jack Della Maddalena. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Darren the Gorilla Till.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, so here we go with this stand-up only.
This is big. That's big. Oh my goodness!
All right, here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 6 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Jack Della Maddalena!
Well, he's smiling ear to ear, and why not after a knockout like that? I need a ticket to the after party tonight.
I mean, this is what dreams are made of. You dream of the knockout like this, and then the party after, where you and all your coaches get to celebrate the great handiwork.
Like stars in the sky, we be shooting for success. Stay on our grind, and now we be on next. From the beginning, always knew that we be winning. 795, we are that fucking vibe. Hey, we take you mano a mano, from Montrose to Nassau, up from Queensbridge to the Arizona. So if you chasing the fame or chasing paper, then BDF.
Here he is, the decorated kickboxer, back for more here tonight, and he's so comfortable in the striking realm. It's almost like he started kickboxing before he ever was reading or writing.
Oh, it's unbelievable to see someone that's so comfortable under so much duress.
I know.
When you're in kickboxing range, you are in the fire. There is no safety. You're right in range of getting knocked out, but he does not fear that. He loves it. He loves the combat. He loves the engagement. But what you have to understand is he's not engaging his opponents on their terms. He's doing it on his terms. Whether or not he wants to be in close with the big punches or he wants to be at range landing kicks, he's just constantly putting damage on you. Top, bottom, up, low, it does not matter. This guy is a dominant striker, one of the best kickboxers the UFC has ever seen.
And in terms of the punching technique and the jab, as good as anyone in this division. Well, we really don't see a lot of guys in MMA with boxing skills on this level. He certainly could have gone on to great things as a professional boxer, but he believes he has the best hands in the sport, and he will be looking to prove as much here tonight.
And he has the background to prove that, right? He's not saying something that is not true. He does have the ability to say that. He can say he has the best hands in the game because he has shown it. And when you watch him box, when you watch a guy go into a fight with this young man and think that it does not matter what his credentials are, he is going to stand with him and prove that he's better, they usually will go to sleep because no action is wasted. The jab starts it all. He fights behind this beautiful, educated jab, jabbing high, jabbing low, and then the overhand right is unbelievable. It's his kill shot, he calls it, and he lands it all the time.
Tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. We send it inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC lightweight champion, the Underground King, Eddie Alvarez. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the right corner, smiling Sam Alvey.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, we are underway with this stand-up-only fight as we tonight.
The biggest shot.
All right, let's go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 6 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, smiling Sam Alvey.
All right, so there he is, the man of the hour. What a massive knockout for him to get this win in style tonight.
He did everything he needed to do to find the knockout. Now he can celebrate with his family and friends as they earn this spectacular victory.
Still there. Running from the bottom. Blood on my hands, ain't no dirt on my body. Whip big body. Spin the block, it'll be a real big problem. Whole lot of pride. Bitch, that's something you don't know nothing about it. Still that way. Ain't built that way. I've been one pain. Waited for a day. Really short fuse. Bitch, I done had a long day. Body like wow. Ass like damn. Head like. You know I'm an east side. Big TD. Step on well. Dead. Top dog since top number now. Second lobster with a shrimp. Big. Put a ribbon on it. Get you dip. Well. Dead. Dead. Real. Never switch. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. Still that way.
All right, he's got cardio for days, and he is as high-level a wrestler as we've seen cross into this division in some time. Can do worse than having a high-level wrestling base for mixed martial arts.
So he wants the pace. It's the pace and the pressure. It's what separates the wrestlers from everyone else. It's an ability to go to those dark places, live in them, make those hard moments the best moments of your day. And when you get to the octagon, everything seems easier. This kid has an ability to operate in the darkness, operate in the tough moments. He's going to have to try and drown his opponent, drag him to those deep waters, and try to ensure that he can't compete with him.
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch this kid fight, John.
Oh, mentally, he's just so forged, right? I mean, he'll chain takedowns, no discouragement if he doesn't get it. It's really a pleasure to watch high-level wrestlers perform when they're at their best. We'll see if he can be that here tonight. Stars have aligned, and the biggest superstar in mixed martial arts history is back tonight. The former two-division champion, Conor McGregor. As such, the celebs are out. Let's see what type of version of Conor McGregor shows up here tonight.
Usually when Conor McGregor shows up, it's usually his best version. He's a guy that takes a great amount of pride in preparing for the event. He says it's a fight every single time he sees his opponent, from the press conference to the weigh-ins to the stare down. He is ready to show his opponent his best self every time he's in their face. And not only does he do that in the build-up when he gets into the octagon, with all the ability that he possesses, he's able to do that same thing. That's why he's been so successful and has gone from the bottom to the top of the UFC in such a short time.
Truly one of the elite strikers in UFC history. Moves every needle you would like him to move, and as you said, his work ethic, his preparation truly is legendary. Let's see if he has put in the right work in advance of this showcase fight here tonight. Conor McGregor, the sport's biggest superstar, has graced the octagon. McGregor is ready to fight. Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. All right, here now the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Michael the Menace Johnson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC featherweight champion of the world and the former UFC lightweight champion, the notorious Conor McGregor.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one. Fight is We go right inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, the notorious Conor McGregor.
All right, so Conor McGregor came in with one of the best knockout ratios in mixed martial arts history, and he adds to his knockout total here tonight.
I mean, Conor McGregor is a beast, and that left hand is a weapon of mass destruction. And once again, he got it off, he landed, and got the KO finish.
Practitioners, eating them alive, it's like I needed them for sustenance. I'm out here getting big like they've been feeding me some supplements. Never follow them till they be moving shambolic. My side will be getting money, that's socio-economics. Heard them on them reverse, so there'll be several discrepancies. Adding up is nothing but death in your destinies. Set the template from what I've written on a piece of paper. And if I war, we won't be needing any mediator. Feeling comfy in any spot that I'm stood in. They claiming they did it here, but they know that they understood him. Adding them up, it's nothing, man, I'm out, and yeah, the jobs are good and slid in the deep. We got them drowned in the undercurrent. Nothing, man, out, and yeah, the jobs are good and slid in the deep. We got them drowned in the undercurrent. The man, I swear I care about the coat, but how you handle your affairs is what I care about the most. The man war when it's going off, but me dissing your monthly listeners. The man, I write a practice, and we are the practitioners. Never follow them, cause they be moving shambolic. My side will be getting money, that's socio-economics. Heard them on every verse, and there'll be several discrepancies. I know what it's nothing but death in your destinies. Set the template from what I've written on a piece of paper. And if I war, we won't be needing any mediator. Feeling comfy in any spot that I'm stood in. They claiming they did it here, but they know.
Representing Sydney, Australia, he was born in New Zealand. Robert the Reaper Whittaker. He has put together one of the greatest winning streaks in the history of this middleweight division, and did to Yoel Romero what few men have been able to do.
Few men can stand across from Romero and just even live to tell the story of fighting him in the octagon. Robert Whittaker has done that twice and got his hand raised in the rematch. Whittaker is a truly, truly phenomenal mixed martial artist. Has a traditional background, but he also has a wrestling knowledge that is very underrated. He does not just get taken down, he's able to get back to his feet very well, and he has cardio for days. He's truly one of the best fighters in the entire UFC.
And he's a grappler at his core. We talk so much about his boxing, but the guys at Gracie Jiu-Jitsu at Smeaton Grange will tell you this guy started as a grappler, still grapples in the gi during training camp. Robert Whittaker back in, ideally in a big way for him here tonight. So here's the former UFC welterweight champion, the chosen one, Tyron Woodley. 4 successful title defenses as well for Woodley. Power right hand, outstanding wrestling chops, and really a strategist when it comes to the matchup and how best to approach it.
In everything, in every facet of life, Tyron Woodley is a strategist. He finds the best approach for him, and he makes it work. And it's shown in his ability to be in big fights, in big events, a guy that can win fights in a number of ways. We spend a lot of time talking about Tyron Woodley and his wrestling ability, but he doesn't use it that much because he has a right hand that can put anybody to sleep in the drop of a dime.
Just don't tell him he was the underdog against Darren Till back in the day.
He doesn't like that. That was a crazy, crazy night now and then.
Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Robert the Reaper Whittaker. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Tyron the Chosen One Woodley.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, we are ready to go here at the start of round 1.
He's hurt so bad. He's got to be on safety. Do it. Oh, my goodness.
And here we go inside the octagon for the official decision. So Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 5 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Robert the Reaper Whittaker.
Well, he was Australia's first UFC champion, and Robert Whittaker may just be getting going, folks. He has been an absolute force of destruction since moving back up to middleweight, and it is going to take, in all likelihood, a huge effort to knock this guy off of his current streak. A huge win for Bob Whittaker tonight.
Check the speed, we be creeping through the streets. See the green, we smiling G to G. All this power, can't nothing stop the team. Little faster, check the speed, we be creeping through the streets. See the green, we smiling G to G. All this power, can't nothing stop the team.
All right, well, you can argue in terms of prospects coming up in this division, this man is as well-rounded as any fighter in the weight class. Tonight believes he'll have the striking advantage, but not afraid to grapple if the fight goes to the ground as well.
But when you possess that type of skill, when you have all the abilities, you're not afraid of where the fight goes. This man believes that he's just better, and he has proven that every time he steps into the octagon. He is well-rounded, and many say it, but this kid is well-rounded, and he has shown it in his octagon appearance.
Yeah, comes from a great camp, gets a lot of different looks, and health is wealth. When he's been healthy, he's looked like one of the best fighters in this division. So here we go, another huge fight, and let us focus on this outstanding striker. A lot of people felt like he could have gone the professional boxing realm. Your thoughts on him coming in here tonight?
Yeah, very few boxers of this caliber have this amount of success inside the octagon, because the reality is this: he fights in the boxing stance. His legs are pretty wide. He does a good job of rolling his shoulders, but he also is able to stay upright. It's very rare that a guy possesses this skill set and can defend the takedown. He's a tremendous boxer. He's developed good takedown defense. When he's at his best, he is standing with his feet apart, popping the jab, and using everything behind that jab.
You are absolutely right, and he has found that striking flow state pretty early throughout his UFC career. Game to slow down for him a little bit defensively, seeing things well. We'll see how he handles this matchup tonight. Well, so much UFC history has played out here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Plenty more where that came from tonight. The athletes are ready to go. Our tale of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Jack Della. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Diego Nightmare Sanchez!
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. All right, so here we go with this stand-up only. Let's get it to Bruce Buffer now. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout, Diego Nightmare Sanchez!
Well, there will be no shutting that smile off tonight. The celebration is on as he gets a huge win by knockout tonight. I got to think there are a few better feelings in the world than walking into an octagon and handily knocking another man out.
Yeah, you shut a person's lights off, man. There's nothing like it. Now, I understand a lot of times we hope for the knockout, but he was never hopeful. He was sure that he would get it done, and he did exactly that. Congrats.
some figures fall from the sky, symbols and sigils, I saw the signs, rats in the sewers, death on the mind, eyes in the sights on you, baby, alright. I'm a ticking time bomb, living through the dire icon, you should sleep with the light on, choke hold cherry pie bomb, shut up, be quiet, watch me go, guys, don't be better on the line, I'm the ticking time, hey, that thing ticking.
Well, DC, you're not fighting tonight, but I know you're anxious, as I am, as Conor McGregor returns to the proving ground here tonight. This is the biggest superstar in mixed martial arts history, and a damn good fighter, too. Let's see what he does here tonight.
I have no horse in the race, but the butterflies are kicking my stomach up and down because every time Conor steps into the octagon, it feels like a momentous occasion. One of the biggest stars in all of sports. He transcends the sport of mixed martial arts. A guy that has a fantastic left hand. He's very quick. He's a master of managing distance, managing space, and the speed and the ability, the eyes of Conor McGregor is something that we don't pay enough attention to when we watch him fight.
And of course, every time he competes, all eyes are on Conor McGregor, and yet more often than not, he doesn't show up flat on fight night. He rises to the occasion. The Jose Aldo fight certainly is the one that people will historically talk about, but let's see how it goes in this spot for Conor here tonight. The notorious Conor McGregor, ready to make his statement here tonight. Perfect combination of boxing ability and technique. Few guys have been able to hold up when it comes to this guy's boxing acumen, and he'll be trying to put on a striking clinic once again here tonight.
And what really has helped him is his ability to defend takedowns. It discourages his opponents from shooting on him. So then they are forced to stand in the boxing range. No one manages distance better. No one understands getting in range and in out of range better than this guy. And the moment you're stuck there, you are a lame duck. He is going to find you. He's a sniper. The jab always the chin, the right hand follows, and if you are able to withstand that, you got to watch for everything coming after it, and I love watching him land that beautiful left body shot as he ends a lot of his combinations.
Yeah, we talk so much about his offense, but his defense as a boxer, right? The head's never on the center line. It's almost like his head's detached from his body. Truly a sight to behold. We'll see if he can put forth another shining performance here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. All right, now with the official introductions, we go inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC featherweight champion of the world, and the former UFC lightweight champion, the notorious Conor McGregor! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, smiling,
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight. All right, so this highly anticipated stand-up. Over the top. All right, Bruce Buffer now inside the octagon has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 3 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, the notorious Conor McGregor!
All right, well, as many of you know, the overwhelming majority of Conor McGregor's pro MMA wins have come by knockout, and he produces another one here in the octagon tonight.
Produces another knockout. Conor McGregor will tell you that he's going to knock you out, and he goes out there and he does it. Hats off to Conor McGregor and all of his coaches for another massive victory in another huge spot in his UFC career.
I'm a bad man. Say you yes, young king, we got one. See you when we eatin' and they food from the pot done. Tell the people hold them heads and eyes up so we can organize the youth to rise up. I'm not a colonizer, sympathizer. Me and all my franchises been survivors, sons and fathers meant for progress at all costs. Any minor setbacks is but a small cost. Not enough pressure for me to call the dogs off. I am more the spirit in charge than all y'all. So what is a messiah to a man? You can try and understand what's a lion to a lamb. I made history, then history began. Black excellence is what we consistently demand. Push the lighters, son.
Who's got the Batman lighter? Fuck up the place now. Who's got the Batman lighter? Fuck up the place. Anywhere I dare feel funky. Anywhere my people they feel funky. They point the little fingers and they call me the bad man. My brothers and sisters, we roll on with the fat one. Took us back the revolution. This bad man lighter. Took us back the change of the nation. This bad man lighter. And it got me insane. And it got me feeling insane, yeah. So me I want high. So I can talk to the most high. And if you know high, you know you talk to the most high. Who's got the Batman lighter? Fuck up the place now. Who's got the Batman lighter? Fuck up the place. Anywhere I dare feel funky. Anywhere my people they feel funky.
In the spirit of the criminal moon, but can't take God the kunta. The ink of an inca, mensa, mensa.
All right, so another big fight has arrived for this outstanding boxer, and certainly we could talk about other parts of his game, but I know you like to lead the dance when it comes to his hands because they are sharp.
Yeah, Johnny, when he's most comfortable, when he's having his most success, it's whenever he's comfortable in the boxing realm. When he can fight behind that beautiful jab, set up the 1-2, set up the jab, right hand, and also those body shots. You see him turn and pivot and dig right up under the elbow with those body shots that can really put his opponent down. So while he may not like to be called a boxer, he wants to be called mixed martial artist, being a boxer is what's allowed him to be where he is today.
And you know what? When Bruce Buffer announces him here in a few minutes, he'll call you mixed martial artist, but we'd like to see the hands here tonight. While the road to middleweight golden glory still goes through Sydney, Australia, Robert Whittaker is the man, and just don't call him Bobby Knuckles, you'll be okay.
I just don't understand how he does not embrace this nickname. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect for Robert Whittaker. But he's one of those guys that doesn't jump off the page. He's one of those guys that you don't look at and go, oh my goodness, this is one of the most dangerous men in the world. But he is. He has unbelievable skill. He has a wrestling background. Was able to stay up right against Yoel Romero, who's the world's Olympic silver medalist, was able to knock out Jacare Souza. Just a truly tremendous mixed martial artist. Since going up to 185, has truly found his groove.
And the Reaper, as they call him, always says the best place to break your hand is inside the octagon. He's done it before. He's not afraid to do it again. Robert Whittaker, ladies and gentlemen, and he finds himself in another big spot here tonight. Tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Diego Nightmare Sanchez. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Robert the Reaper Whittaker.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, so here we go with this highly... All right, we now go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Robert the Reaper Whittaker!
Well, he's still on the right side of 30, and Robert Whittaker just continues to add to what is already the best legacy for an Australian fighter in UFC history. There is nothing this man cannot do inside that octagon, as you saw here tonight. Congratulations to the Reaper, Robert Whittaker.
that's just how it goes. Goddamn, I've been balling all season. Take another shot, put my rolling to the ceiling. Party every night like it's 7 days a weekend. Never take no L, no, we stay undefeated. We stay undefeated. We stay undefeated. What a feeling. Party every night like it's 7 days a weekend. Never take no L, no, we stay undefeated. We stay undefeated. We stay undefeated.
All right, here he is, the UFC middleweight king, the Reaper, Robert Whittaker. Back-to-back wins over Yoel Romero. Hard to quantify, though, how difficult those 50 minutes against Yoel Romero were and what type of toll it might take on Whittaker moving forward.
Yes, but after the Romero fight, there was a lot of time in between fights for Whittaker, which allows you to recover. Because you hear the stories about the guys that say they fight Yoel. No one's like him. No one feels like him. But Robert Whittaker was able to manage that over the course of two very, very difficult fights. And he was able to do that because of the fantastic cardio, the great wrestling mentality, and also the unbelievable striking and the ability to stare down the barrel of a loaded shotgun in Yoel Romero's left hand and feel safe. That allowed Robert Whittaker to keep it going in both those instances.
And we knew from his debut in 2012 that he would be something special. He has certainly been every bit that. Well, the celebrities are out, the floor seats are packed because the notorious one, Conor McGregor, makes his triumphant return here tonight. There's always a special feel when a UFC main event is about to unfold, but Conor McGregor just takes it to that requisite next level.
J.A., as a fan, I usually sit right next to the octagon, but when Conor fights, I got to be in the first row behind the barrier because the celebrities are out in droves. Conor McGregor has this thing about him that makes everybody want to show up. They flock to Vegas. They come in groups. They want to experience the notorious Conor McGregor. They want to see if he can have one of those special moments, him atop the cage, him knocking out Jose Aldo. If you experience the McGregor experience, you always have a story to tell, and that's why people show up.
He's going to cash the check tonight, right? But he's not here for just money, right? This is about proving himself, trying to improve his mixed martial arts legacy. He won 2 titles, no title defenses. That's a big part of the motivation.
He takes a lot of pride in the preparation to getting to the octagon, and you see it every time Conor McGregor fights.
Conor McGregor. He has graced the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. We set it inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Robert the Reaper Whittaker! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, the notorious Conor McGregor!
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway. All right, so with that touch of the gloves, we are underway with this. Oh, he's in real trouble now. And this is why you pay happy to be in the building. Back and forth we go. And there it is! Holy smokes! Let's get it to Bruce Buffer to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 12 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, the notorious Conor McGregor!
All right, so Conor McGregor came in with one of the best knockout ratios in mixed martial arts history, and he adds to his knockout total here tonight.
I mean, Conor McGregor is a beast, and that left hand is a weapon of mass destruction. And once again, he got it off, he landed, and got the KO finish.